Have you ever asked yourself why you feel bored so often, exhausted, tired, frustrated, and even sick? This is not because you are busy. This is because you don't have enough fun in life. In this video, I will give you actionable steps how to have more fun in life, what fun is, and how massively it impacts your levels of success, productivity, and happiness. Hi guys, I'm Anna Lehman, an accredited personal performance coach, and in this channel we talk about everything related to building high-performing life and achieve 360 success. People sometimes ask me, Anna, you always have so much fun stuff happening in your life. You travel so much, you go for date nights, you go for massages, floors, spas, try new things, pottery, painting, surfing. My answer to this is that I work hard and play hard. Or probably the other way around. I play hard so I can work hard. I think I really learned how important fun is to me during two periods in my life. Period number one was when we migrated from Ukraine to Australia in 2014 and had unbelievably tough first 6 months. 1-year-old child to look after. She was constantly sick with new viruses. Both of us were looking for a job. We had no supporting network to lean onto. And what made everything even harder is that we ran out of our 20k savings very fast, as Sydney is one of the most expensive cities in the world. So we pretty much were counting every penny until I was able to secure my first job. I remember how I had a meltdown that I wanted us to go to the zoo and at least have some fun with our 1-year-old daughter. And the cost of the zoo for the family in Sydney is $70. And my husband was like, Anna, it's worth half of the weeks of groceries. We cannot go to the zoo right now. In that moment, I realized that fun, going out and exploring is super important for me, and I will always make it a priority. At that time, I came up with fun activities that didn't cost much, and some of those I still maintain. And the second period of my life when I learned the importance of fun was when my husband and I lived through massive crisis in our relationship and separated for 6 months to completely re-establish it. At that time, I realized that I am genuinely a person who loves to have joy in life, who loves to have fun, who loves to spend time actively. I'm very adventurous, and my husband was not on the same page at that point in time. But a lot of inner work, a lot of self-discovery and conversations helped us to build a different relationship where for both of us now, fun is one of the crucial components of our relationship and lives in general. Let's have a closer look at strategies that will help you to do the same. But before we jump into that, I want to remind you, my dear followers, that I'm in the process of designing my first online course about how to achieve 360 success, which will go through a pre-launch stage very, very soon, with actionable exercises, guidance, strategies, and templates that will be covering the topics of personal finance, productivity, relationship, parenting, self-care, and fitness. And if you want to get an early access at half price, sign up at the link that I created in the first comment to the video. And I can't wait to deliver the affordable, outstanding product for you. Now let's talk about fun. There is a great book, The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, written by Bronnie Ware, who used to work for many years in palliative care looking after dying people. Do you know what is one of the biggest regrets people who are about to die have? It is, I wish that I had let myself be happier. This is a surprisingly common one. Many didn't realize until the end that happiness is a choice. They had stayed stuck in old patterns and habits. This so-called comfort of familiarity overflowed into their emotions as well as their physical lives. Fear of change had them pretending to others and to themselves that they were happy, when deep within they longed to laugh properly and have silliness in their life again. And that is exactly what having fun does to our lives. It makes us feel alive. It is not just leisure time spent lightheartedly. It is those joyful moments and memories that actually allow you to feel alive, to feel energetic and happy. But what I found even more fascinating is when I read the book The Power of Having Fun by Dave Crenshaw and its correlation with increased productivity and success. Fun is the key to success. If you want to be successful, having fun is not an option, it's a necessity. By making fun a top priority, taking meaningful, enjoyable breaks each day, week, month, and year, you will not only be happier, but more productive too. His book has scientific evidence and real-world case studies that prove the correlation between fun and high productivity levels. Many people think that having fun is this superficial way of spending time, such as watching TV, scrolling through your phone, and social media. But in reality, it is something completely different. and more profound. So what is fun? Fun is a feeling, not just an activity. In her book, The Power of Fun, and in her TED Talk, Catherine Price describes that fun lies at the intersection of three aspects: playfulness, connection, and flow. Playfulness is that lightheartedness when you are in that playful, joyful, light mood. I would use the analogy with kids here. It is, the mood when you behave as if you have no weight of the world's problems on your shoulders, when you are relaxed, being present in the moment, and ready to embrace the joy. The second element is connection. It is when we get to share the joyful experience or feeling of playfulness with someone we love or like to hang out with. It is important to mention here that it should also be the case when you just spend time with yourself and you truly enjoy that time with yourself. For example, I love to spend time on my own sometimes. One of the fun activities in my life is going for a 5-7 kilometer walk along the beach on my own with no earphones, no distractions, and just reflect, think, observe, and dream. I think to be comfortable being on your own is a massive sign of maturity and personal growth. And third element is flow. It is when we literally lose track of time when we're doing that activity. How can you start adding more fun to your life? I want to share with you 4 main strategies that will help you to do so. Strategy 1. Having fun is a choice and it is within your control. The moment you realize it and start owning it, you will stop blaming life, circumstances, problems for the fact that your life has become mundane and repetitive, but you will start taking action instead. As a coach, I'm telling you that everything starts with self-awareness. I sometimes look at someone who is often frustrated and look unhappy, and I have this unbelievable itch to say, hey, look, what you need is just to revisit some of your fundamentals and start adding more joy, more connection, more laughter to your life, and you will be much happier and content. But I can't say that because that person is not receptive and keeps saying that everything is fine. Their fear of change is blocking them. You need to be honest with yourself to start with, and that's where your growth will start to happen. Strategy number 2, define what is fun to you. Pause this video and spend 15 minutes thinking and writing down all the memories of fun activities you used to do before but probably stopped for some reason. These activities will make you feel good when you think about them. They will make you smile. Start creating that list and use that framework that I just mentioned to you. It needs to be energizing, joyful, pleasant. It doesn't have to be a party every time. It can be painting because you feel light, relaxed, you feel connected to your inner self, and you are in the flow when you do painting. For me, it can be going for a pottery class with my husband. It is also skiing with my family, for example. And someone would say, oh my God, wearing those heavy ski boots, cold weather, physical exhaustion. But for me, every time I go for a 7-day ski holiday, I feel like I go through rebirth. I love the smell of that fresh, crispy, frosty air. I love the sound of my skis touching the snow when I ski down the mountain. I love après-ski afterwards and the cozy hearty dinner at the fireplace in the evening, hugging my husband and listening to the laughter of my kids. These are kind of things that refill my cup, boost my energy levels, and bring me joy. It can also be a fun in the form of deliberate rest. And I think one of the great examples could be here, which I mentioned in one of my videos on motherhood, is when I stopped breastfeeding. My husband booked me a night in the hotel with a spa, massage and dinner for me to have a proper sleep and rest without any distractions. I remember I had a straight 10-hour night sleep after 6 months of sleepless nights as I was waking up every 2 hours to feed our little boy. So I remember I woke up and I was laughing non-stop. So I can tell you that definitely sometimes deliberate rest can be fun. Strategy number 3, you have to schedule for your fun activities. The truth is that if you are an adult, you have to plan for fun, to schedule it, and be intentional with it. And oh my God, even more so if you are in long-term relationship or if you are a parent. You can't just think it will happen on its own. Those days are gone. You are not a child anymore, not a teenager, and life will consume you with all its mundane routines unless you intentionally say, no, I want it to be different, and you start scheduling for fun in your diary. Every month, my husband and I will sit and plan for our date nights. We might not plan for the what element, but we will definitely plan for the when element because we need to hire a babysitter. We will then review our family fun activities and what we do over the coming few weeks. We always have some trips booked in advance because, as mentioned before, travel for both of us is the most exciting thing on the spectrum of all possible fun activities. And strategy number 4, you have to remove distractions. In order for you to get the most out of connection and flow state, remove all the distractions. If you are on a holiday that you were looking forward to and then start checking work emails, this completely ruins the whole purpose of this exercise. I made it a rule that when I'm on holiday, I completely disconnect from problems, tasks, checklists, social media to get the most out of my experience on holiday. Be clear on your priorities and master the art of saying no. And if you want to learn how to protect your boundaries and how to master the art of saying no, check out my video here where I give you tangible strategies how to do so. Incorporating more fun into our daily lives is not about being frivolous or responsible. It's about being intentional about our happiness. It's about prioritizing our well-being and making time for the things that bring us joy. So don't be afraid to get creative, to try new things, and to be a little silly. You will not regret this. Remember, having more fun in life is guaranteed to bring a boost in your happiness. I would like to challenge you to now go and start planning some exciting fun stuff for you over the next coming weeks and start scheduling it in your diary. Fun is one of the ways to boost your energy levels, but there are other equally important ways how you can keep yourself energized. And if you want to know more about those, check out my video here where I talk about my lifestyle routines that allow me to have more energy. And I will see you there. With care, Anna.